Hey, greetings entrepreneurs. Hope everyone is staying focused and more importantly, having lots of fun building your business. I'm Frank Jimenez with the Builderall team and here is your Builderall Weekly Update. During our Monday's affiliate meeting, our Vice President of Operations, Shelly Turner, shared the importance of working our leads from directly inside your affiliate dashboard. Have you given this a shot? Well, check it out. She demonstrated how you can take those leads and from under options, selecting Save Email List. This gives you the option to easily save your existing leads into an existing mailing boss list or even creating a new one. So what now? Now you can take your list and retarget your leads with a fresh new email sequence that will get them to connect with the why. They too should be building their business with Builderall. Additional tools found inside your Builderall back office are utilizing your notification center. Here is a summary of your notifications received, like commissions, client messages, team messages, leads, and more. So go have a look. Now, what about another great tool right inside your affiliate dashboard? Message Center. Inside the affiliate area is a great internal tool you can use to message those that are in your directs. You can filter and message all leads, active leads, inactive, free leads, or even just by a single person by searching their email or name. Again, another great tool to use if you see a lead come through because you can create and send them a message to connect with an option to also share a social media URL. So the moment that they return and log back into their dashboard, they will see a message notification pop up at the bottom right of their screen. How cool is that? Now, before we jump into this really cool software update, I want to remind you to join the Builderall training team every Tuesday night for some strategy, design tips and tricks, and heck, just a whole lot of fun. Training kicks off live from inside our YouTube channel every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Want even more training? Jump into Builderall University for your daily dose of knowledge upgrades. As a matter of fact, kicking off Valentine's Day this Monday is the schedule shown on your screen. So if you're looking for a love at first website, you've come to the right place because we're always looking to build it bigger and better with Builderall. Now, on to the new tool added to your Builderall software update. Check this out. Hey everyone, it's Frank with the Builderall team, and in this video, I'm going to be showcasing the new Box Hover tool. Now, if you're not familiar with the Box Hover tool, I can almost assure you that it is going to definitely help elevate your design skills when creating websites and funnels. Now, here's a great example of a simple already done for you template that I'm going to be working off of. And what we're going to do is we're going to change this up a little bit, thanks to the help of the new Box Hover tool. So let me show you what I mean. So here I have an original of a landing page that is made up of a big image here, right? Inside a rectangle. And over on the right, I have my email marketing form or my email capture. Now, if I scroll down, I'm gonna show you 3 other samples. Now, by the end of next week, I am for sure thinking that there's going to be about 20, 30, even 100 different ways on how you can utilize this tool. So let me show you. So down here is sample 1. So what I did here is I took this same exact image. I took the image to an image editor and I added the words click here. And what's cool about it is it looks a little bit cleaner and I'm going to get the same end result. And to do that, all you have to do is your site visitor will just hover their mouse over the click here area, just like this. And now they have access to your email capture form, which is super cool. Now, let me jump over to sample number 2. Sample number 2 is a little bit different. Let's put it in a different scenario. Let's say, for example, you were promoting your agency or a new product or service, and you had a thumbnail asking or inviting people to learn more. And as they did, you were teaching them all about your products and services through a video. Now, again, look at how the animation or the effect shows up. It shows up a little bit different. And so I did this for the sake of showing you multiple different ways on how you can use it. And this might not be the best way for video, right? Because you have this in the way a little bit, although I think you can tweak it. Now, the third option is going to be this one right here, which is just kind of sprucing up a already existing video gallery. So to do that, again, the effect that you're going to get is, again, different types of effects. So if you'll pay attention to this one here, kind of slides over to the right. Here you have more of a pop-up 3D motion, right? And then here you kind of have a flip page motion. Okay, so that again is sample number 3. Now I know what you're probably wondering. Okay, so how does this show up in mobile? Well, I'm happy and excited to say these are the results. Check it out. All right, so again, instead of hovering my mouse, right, it's when I click with my finger here, or I tap it with my finger, you get this different effect in sample 1, sample 2, and same thing goes for sample 3. Now remember, sample 3 had 3 different videos in it. So as you can see, everything works just fine. A great addition to mobile. All right, so now let's jump in and get started. To get started, all you have to do is just arrow out right here. On your different options, you have panels and elements. Under elements, you're going to want to scroll down till you get to box hover. Go ahead and select that. Now here you're going to see a variation of the box hover option. Now some of these will change due to the different effect. So for this example, and for the sake of time, I'm going to just pull in this one right here. Okay, so what I want to do first before we start kind of building, I want to just introduce you to the different options. Okay, so first, if you right click here, you're going to see the mini toolbar show up. And to just get a quick glance of the effect or your specific box hover, you can click on view and then just hover your mouse over the elements. And you're going to see which effect show up. Okay, and now you have normal, which is going to be fixing or setting up your front, which is your image. And then you're going to have hover, which is going to be that second window that's going to pop up. And so here you have a couple elements just to kind of showcase on how you two can get started. Again, here's the view button. You can also save the element. You can edit the element and you can layer up and down. Here you can center the elements within the element. You can also copy, and you can also choose to hide the element as well as delete. So for this example, we're just going to give ourselves a little bit of workspace. Okay. Now what I want to do, let me go to normal. Okay. Now, if I right click anywhere in this element, right now you see panel. So if I right click, now we're working inside this element right here, which is the box hover element. So the first thing you're going to see is general settings. Here you have the different effects that you can choose from. So if I go from effect number 2 and change it to effect number 4, and if I want to see what that looks like, all I have to do is go right here, click on view, and then hover my mouse over the elements to see it in action. Okay, so now let's go right back here and let's go to effect number 9, for example. Again, if I hover my mouse here, you're going to see the page flip. And here under direction, you can also change the direction of the effect. So if you don't want it to open from left to right, you can choose to open from right to left. There you go. So now what I want to do is I want to go right back here and I'm going to keep it at effect number 2. Now let's go ahead and close general settings. The next one is going to be image settings. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to upload an image, and inside the repository, I've uploaded it already from my computer. If you haven't already, you can go right here to select file, find the file inside your hard drive or your computer, upload it, and it will be right here in your repository. So now let's go ahead and select save. Now you have your image that has shown up in the normal view. Okay. Next thing we want to do is go right here to the hover view. So for this example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these elements right here on the inside, depending on what your end goal is, right? So for this, I'm going to replace this with the video. Okay. So to do that, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go right up here to returns. You know what? Let me go ahead and save this for just a quick second here. Select that's fine. And I don't need to see this live right now. So I'm going to go ahead and close it. Now what I want to do is I want to go down to elements and I want to go select video. I'm going to go ahead and drag a YouTube video right in here. As you can see, my YouTube video is showing up pretty big, so I'm going to resize this. And I'm going to place it right in here. Now, you can resize it, you can make it bigger, whatever. Again, this is just for the sake of training. Now, what I want to show you is, let's go ahead and center this right inside the element. Okay, so now, again, if I right click, you're going to see the normal view. You're going to see the hover view. You want to see this in action? Go ahead and click on view and then just hover your mouse over it. Now, as you can see, what's different between my examples above versus this example is my image is not showing a transparent background, right? And if that's how you save the image, then of course you can make your image transparent. And I'll show you what I mean here in just a bit. Same thing goes for the video. Now, for normal, right, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on normal. And I'm going to go back into settings for the image. Okay. And if I scroll right down here, here's my background color. If I click there, what I could do is I can change it from a solid to transparent. And now you're going to see it show up exactly how we want it to show up. Okay. So now let's go ahead and other options you have. Let's see here. You can change the origin, the repeat, the size, just as normal. Let's go ahead and shut this down here. Close this window, collapse that. Now let's go into background settings. So to go into background settings, where that's going to play an important role is if we click on hover. Okay. So here I have my video gotten a little bit larger here. And for this sake, let's go ahead and just make this a little bit bigger. So now look at the background here. There's a color to it. So again, if I go right up here, if I click here and go right here to background settings and I click here, same thing. I can go from this solid to that transparent. Okay. And then let's go ahead and close that up. There's different options too that you can mess with. Now there's something important that I want to tell you. In the mobile view, you're going to want to keep the minimum height at 200. Okay, and I'll show you that here just in case this does not display properly. Okay, and then like everything else, you can finagle the border radius, the shadow, the tag, layers, and same thing goes for advanced. All right, so now what I want to do, this is what you're going to want to do is make sure you grab it here by the element to make sure that it sticks. Okay, so let's go ahead and recenter that and let's push this right up here. Now let's go to normal view. That looks pretty normal to me. And now let's kind of challenge the status quo a little bit. And let's just kind of make this a little bit bigger. There you go. Let me center this. Let's go to hover view. And now I'm going to make this video a little bit bigger. All right. Let me go ahead and center that. Now, I don't know. Let me go right in here. One more thing. Go to border. I'm going to take off the border. Go from here. Remove that. And now we're set. All right. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and save this. Go up to the very top and watch it live. But before we do that, because this is a YouTube video, let's right click on it. I'm going to go up to general settings and I want to take off autoplay, right? And take off loop as well. And that's it. And so let's go up here and save it. All right. So here we are live. So if I refresh the page, I can now scroll down. There's sample 1, sample 2, variation of sample 3, and then the one we just added, sample 4. All right, so now you want to take a look at how this is done over in mobile. Let's click over to mobile real quick. And what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to make sure that everything is displayed correctly, starting with the very top. This is what the editor looks like in mobile. So as you can see what we were working on, a little bit short. So if you right click on it, right? And let me show you this one here. Pull out this menu, right click on it. Okay. This is showing that I've selected the box hover button. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here to sizes and right here where it has minimum height. Let's go ahead and just toggle this over to the right till about 200. You should be pretty much golden, right? Of course, it looks a little bit different here. So you can also go right here to lateral spacing and you could shift this over to the left and same thing, shift this over and make the adjustment for the right. And again, just make it so that it works for you. And that is how you use the newly added box hover tool. And there you go. Please remember to take a moment to like, share a pleasant comment, and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you're instantly reminded every time we add something new. That's my time, everyone. Have a great weekend.